My girlfriend overheard my family speaking badly about her. I am 35, and my girlfriend Sammy is 30. We have been together for a little over a year. She is simply wonderful, smart, attractive, determined, educated, kind, and a bit quirky. She has everything I've ever wanted. And until last week, I thought my family felt the same way about her. Last week, I went to my parents' house for dinner. We gather as a family several times a month. It's a tradition that has existed for many years. Usually, Sammy joins these dinners, but that time she had work matters. I told the family she wouldn't be coming that evening. In the middle of dinner, I got up to go to the bathroom, and Sammy texted me that she was outside. She finished work early and stopped by just to hang out. Usually, she would just walk into the house, that's normal, but she needed help carrying gifts. Sammy was going on a business trip the next day and then on vacation with friends, so she wouldn't be back until Thanksgiving. My brother and sister, who are twins, have birthdays in the coming weeks, and my girlfriend had prepared gifts for them. At that moment, my family didn't know Sammy was already there. We walked into the house, headed toward the kitchen, and overheard my family's conversation. My sister was saying she was glad Sammy didn't come because my annoying girlfriend always ruins family night with her presence. My brother and other sister agreed on how annoying and disgusting my girlfriend is. My father said they should still be politer to Sammy. And then my mom joined in. Sammy is sweet, of course, but I can't believe Arthur likes how fat she is. He could find someone much better. My family, even my father, agreed with this. And then my sister added that I am dating a girl below my level because I am still recovering from my ex, whom I broke up with 5 years ago. I was in shock. My family had always been so nice to Sammy, and I had never heard them speak badly of her. To be honest, I had never heard my family say nasty things about anyone at all. Sammy walked into the kitchen and dumped the gifts on the counter. She was crying, muttered something like "Happy birthday," and ran out the door. My family looked shocked and a bit embarrassed. I asked them what the hell was wrong with them and didn't wait for an answer. I ran after Sammy. She was sitting in the car crying. Usually, Sammy is quite resilient, but family is incredibly important to her. She has no family except for an alcoholic father with whom she has no relationship. My family was like her own. They were the family she had always dreamed of. Sammy was thrilled when my family accepted her and started inviting her to family events. The gifts she brought for my brother and sister were paintings she had spent many hours working on. And yes, she is fat, but I have always liked curvy girls. To me, she is beautiful and exactly how I like her. Besides, since we started dating, she has lost about 18 kilograms. I would love her at any weight and I am proud of the work she has put in. I don't understand at all what they mean by annoying. She comes when invited and usually brings baked goods or beer. She has taken my family out to dinner on her own dime many times and is incredibly generous with them. She even became the go-to babysitter for my sister and her 2 kids. And she helped my brother get a job at her company. She tried very hard to get him hired and put her professional reputation on the line. She never asked for anything in return and never held it over them. She even does the dishes when we visit for dinner. What makes the whole situation even worse is that I was planning to propose to her in the next few months. I was going to ask my sisters to go with me to pick out a ring. Now Sammy says almost nothing about it and doesn't really discuss what happened with me. She always wanted a family and doesn't understand why my family doesn't like her or what she did wrong. She said she would talk to me when she returns from vacation. I don't want to lose her over this. I will choose her over my family. This week, Sammy is not as cheerful as usual. And I have caught her crying more than once since this incident. I try to comfort her, but she pretends she's okay. At this stage, I don't know if I want my family in my life at all. All of them have reached out to me with some weak apology full of excuses. I asked my mom if she apologized to Sammy, and Mom said I could just pass the apology along. Honestly, they all feel really ashamed about what happened and looked embarrassed. But no one can name specific reasons why she is annoying, or how exactly she ruined family nights. The only reasonable person is my father. He offered to personally apologize to Sammy. What should I do? I don't want to cut my family out, but Sammy is more important to me right now. I want Sammy to know that I am entirely on her side and that she shouldn't feel guilty if I have to stop communicating with my family. I told her my priority is not my family, but her. I will do whatever is necessary to make her comfortable. I was really afraid she would leave me over this, but I think she knows I'm on her side. That's what's truly messed up about all this. Her family life is so tragic, and she definitely didn't deserve this. Her mom died when she was little, and her father became addicted to alcohol instead of dealing with his grief. She always said she became an orphan the day her mom died. She also lost all of her only good relatives within 18 months, her grandparents and an aunt. She has lived on her own since she was 15. I had a conversation with my sister that ended with the phrase F***CKU. She had no answer to the question of what exactly annoys her about Sammy. The only excuse was that she didn't think Sammy or I would hear their conversation. When we met, Sammy wasn't alone. She had built a family out of friends. She is surrounded by people she loves and who love her. And she doesn't let toxic people into her life. Perhaps she idealized my family because from the outside, we really do look like an exemplary, respectable family. I thought so too. Thank you all for the advice and support. I decided to take Sammy on a vacation for Thanksgiving. I'm currently on the phone with a very helpful guy trying to find me a hotel room that isn't already booked for this weekend. Whatever happens, I think this will become our tradition for the future. A quiet weekend for the two of us while everyone else is running around preparing for the holiday. Also, last night I had a brief talk with my father. He is in total shock over everything that happened and agreed to come and personally apologize to Sammy when she is ready to hear it. I told Sammy about all of this immediately after it happened. She knows I choose her over my family and that I would choose her over anyone. Update 2. To start, Sammy and I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We spent it in a small ski town. It was a great weekend, and we talked a lot and discussed what to do with my family. Sammy was still hurting over what happened, but she insisted that I shouldn't completely break off relations with my family. I told her it would all depend on my family. My mom refused to believe that I wouldn't come to them for Thanksgiving. After my last post, I informed her that Sammy and I weren't coming. She brushed it off until the day before the holiday, when she called to make sure I was bringing a pie. I reminded her that I wouldn't be at dinner, and she burst into tears. She said she was sorry she hurt Sammy and that she wanted a chance to apologize. I let her know that such a chance would come after Thanksgiving. After we returned from the trip, my parents came over to our place for dinner. I cleared this with Sammy. She felt my parents deserved a chance to make things right, and to be honest, I think she really wanted to mend the relationship with my family. The dinner was, to put it mildly, awkward. My father started with a sincere apology to Sammy. He said he was incredibly ashamed and that he truly wanted to make amends. They had a good talk. The conversation with Mom, well, it went okay-ish. Mom cried almost the entire time and tried to emphasize how sorry she was. I couldn't tell if she was actually sorry or just upset that I took Sammy's side. I think Sammy wasn't sure about it either. A few days after the dinner, Mom called Sammy and invited her to lunch to talk privately. In the comments to the last post, many wrote that my family probably found Sammy annoying simply because they felt insecure or were projecting their own problems onto her. I think that was spot on. Sammy went to lunch with Mom, and they had a very long and good talk about everything. Sammy said Mom felt jealous because Sammy is so educated and had the opportunity to get an education. And Sammy admitted she was jealous that Mom has a large family. Sammy told Mom about her own family and about living alone since she was a teenager. I think this impressed Mom, because she herself was always surrounded by a large and loving family. And I think she was horrified by her own behavior towards Sammy, who just wanted to be part of the family. Overall, it seems to me the relationship between my parents and Sammy has improved. My younger sister reached out to Sammy after Thanksgiving. I don't think any of my siblings expected me to miss the family dinner, and I heard they were quite angry that I went on vacation. My sister apologized over the phone. I don't know if it was enough, but it was a good step. Sammy says she feels fairly neutral toward my younger sister. She said it seems to her that the sister is more sorry about being caught, but Sammy appreciated the apology anyway. My brother, whom Sammy got a job for, had to endure several very awkward weeks at work while she was on vacation. I think by Thanksgiving he was already sure Sammy wasn't going to ruin his career. When Sammy returned to work after our vacation, he came to her office to apologize. Again, I feel he apologized just to appease us. But he did it in person and didn't dodge it. As with my sister, Sammy feels neutral toward him. My other sister, my brother's twin, is the only one who is still holding out. She hasn't apologized to Sammy and seems angry that she no longer has a free babysitter. She went on the defensive and claimed she has nothing to apologize for and that Sammy is the one creating problems. This has caused a certain rift in the family. My parents want Sammy and me to come for Christmas dinner, but right now I don't want to be around my sister and I'm not going to subject Sammy to that kind of stress. My parents even suggested that my sister stay home, as long as we come. I appreciate their intention, but I would feel awkward if my sister were left alone on Christmas while her children were with their father. Sammy and I have plenty of invitations from friends, whereas my sister would likely find it hard to find somewhere to go at the last minute. Sammy told my parents she doesn't want to widen the rift and that we will visit them another time. And Sammy admitted to me that although she has forgiven my family, she isn't very comfortable spending time with them yet. That is perfectly fine with me. I believe a short break from the family will do us good. Sammy and I are still deciding where to spend Christmas. Most likely, we'll go to my best friend's place. And the best part of the update, my best friend's wife went with me to pick out a ring. She let me visit all the chain stores and scoffed at the identical prices for the same ring in each of them. Eventually, she took me to a local jeweler and we discussed a custom ring. The jeweler understood perfectly what I wanted, and I decided she would do a great job with the design. She has a lot of orders right now and said she could start on it in January. A few evenings ago, she sent me a photo of a stone she found to see if it fit my vision. Sammy saw the message, and it ended in a spontaneous proposal. She said yes. So now I have a fiancé. We haven't really told anyone yet. I'll tell the family later. For now, I'm just enjoying being able to share this time with her. Overall, things are okay with us. Even better than I hoped after the last post. I feel very sad about my sister because I miss her and her children and I miss the family. But I am happy with my decisions. I think over time the relationship with the family will improve, with the exception of that one sister. Sammy liked the idea of a destination wedding next summer, but we haven't even started planning anything yet. After everything that happened with my family, Sammy told me that she is now certain I am always on her side and that I have become her true family.